Hey, my name is Jillian, and welcome to my channel, Your Tailored Experience. I plan a lot of trips around Colorado, and it felt like it was about time to take you all with me. For our first tour, we had to start with LoDo. Once home to brothels and saloons, it's the birthplace of the huge urban sprawl that exists here today. It's also home to lots of great public art, like the mural by Chantal Martin that sprawls along the ground, and the big blue bear called I See What You Mean by Lawrence Argent. So let's take a look at the history and, of course, lots of the food that LoDo has to offer. Oh, and speaking of food, Sam's number 3 felt like a great place to start. It's just down the road from the convention center, and each location is just as kitschy as the last. It was also featured on Guy Fieri's Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives, which I think they're pretty proud of. The one in LoDo definitely dishes out the best quality food, at least relative to all the others. While it's definitely an all-American diner with more options than they can actually cook, they sell these huge smothered breakfast burritos. There's so many options. We literally split one. That's 1 on 2 plates. And they also have a Van Halen latte, so I say it's worth the stop. After this, we went just a few blocks west to Larimer Square, which is truly the oldest piece of Denver. General William Larimer named it after himself after finding some gold down by the river and, well, decimating the Native American population. He threw down some wood and up came the brothels and saloons. The history gets a little better in the 20th century though, when businesses and architecture flourish. Dana Crawford fought tooth and nail to keep these incredible buildings just as they are, so now we can enjoy these beautiful structures. There's also no shortage of great food, from bigger chains to local staples. These places have been around for a while. And just a few blocks north, you'll find new places popping up as well, like Deep Roots Winery and Bistro. While some places can't really keep up with the food scene, others become instant classics. And although it remains to be seen for Deep Roots, they do make all of their own wine in-house, which is pretty impressive. And their food isn't half bad either. That was a red pepper and olive bruschetta that was absolutely delicious. It went great with our wines as well. I did the Pinot Gris and my partner did the Chardonnay. Hopefully places like this will stick around. Our next stop is the heart of downtown, just a few blocks north at Union Station. Originally built in 1881, much of it burned down, and the Union Station we know today actually opened in 1914. There's tons of great food here as well, although my favorite has to be the ice cream at Milkbox. They serve Little Man ice cream, whose original location in the Highlands gets lines around the block. But at Milkbox, the line's usually much shorter and it's indoors. Trust me, it's totally worth it. I decided to do the vegan salted Oreo, while my partner did the espresso fudge. It was a well-worthy stop on this very hot day. Our last stop was just a few blocks north in the Ballpark district, which makes up the northern edge of LoDo. There are tons of great sports bars in the area, lots of history, and some great places to take some pictures, even when Coors Field is closed. But you can tell that on a great day, this would be a gorgeous place to go watch a ball game. And as I mentioned, there are lots of great sports bars like View House, which, as the name suggests, has the absolute best view of Coors Field. There's lots to do here, like grab a bite, get a beer, or apparently hang out with a bunch of cornholers, assuming that's appropriate to say. Anyway, it's a beautiful location, and every once in a while it's important to just stop and take in the view. There's so much to do in Denver, and this was just a small glimpse at one small neighborhood. If you want to see more tours like this one, make sure to like and subscribe. If you need more ideas or have a weekend visit you need help planning, check out my website linked below, or even just comment. Thank you for coming along with us.